Hi, my name is Sunday. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you step by step how to buy domain name and hosting from Bluehost so you can set up a website. You will learn how to buy just domain, hosting, or both depending on your needs. Ready? Let's get started. Alright, so the first step is to visit bluehost.com, or you can visit sundukafia.com/bluehost to use my affiliate link. Now when you use my affiliate link, I get a little commission, and the best part is the latest promotions on Bluehost will also get applied to your card, helping you save some money. Alright, so I'm going to start by explaining the different plans on Bluehost so you know the right one to choose. So once you're on bluehost.com, you're going to see first that there is the WordPress hosting, the managed WordPress hosting, the WooCommerce, and there is also the shared hosting, dedicated hosting, and VPS hosting plan. Now these two plans are for advanced users, so what you want to focus on is the shared hosting, WordPress hosting, the managed WordPress, or the WooCommerce plan, depending on your needs. Now for this tutorial, our focus is going to be on the WordPress hosting, managed WordPress, and the shared hosting plan. Now I'm going to quickly explain so you'll be able to make the right choice. Now I'd like to clarify that the same step I'm going to use to purchase any of the plans I'm going for applies to all of them. So if you watch me buying one of these plans, you'll be able to buy any of the plans you desire. Alright, so what's the difference between all these plans? Alright, so I'm going to first of all open the shared hosting plan on a new tab, and then I'm going to open the WordPress hosting and the managed WordPress hosting. Now shared hosting is basically the regular hosting plans, and it's suitable for hosting any types of website. Now but you have to ensure that you're not looking at hosting high traffic sites. I mean sites that are receiving tens and thousands of views. Now the shared hosting plan is suitable for hosting a basic business website, a basic blog, or even a basic online store. Alright, so you're going to also see that there's the WordPress hosting plan, and it also has Basic Plus and Choice Plus plans. I would like to point out that Bluehost shared web hosting and the WordPress hosting plan are exactly the same thing. So if you notice, you find out that both plans offers the same options. So this has one website, this has unlimited website, and if you go to the WordPress hosting, you're going to see one website, unlimited website. So the shared web hosting and the WordPress hosting offers the same options. Now the difference is that if you're going for the WordPress hosting here, it means you can only host a WordPress website. But if you go for the shared web hosting plan, you can host any type of website. So you can host a WordPress website, a Joomla website, a Drupal website, or whatever CMS you are looking to host, or you can also upload your custom site with HTML, CSS, and PHP. So if you want to build a WordPress website and you want an affordable plan, what you want to go for is the WordPress hosting plan. If you also go for the shared web hosting plan, you'll also be able to host a WordPress website. So if you're hosting WordPress, it really doesn't matter, you can go for this shared web hosting or WordPress hosting. But I would advise going for the WordPress hosting if you're looking to go for plans within this budget. I would advise going for the WordPress hosting because the environment is slightly optimized to run faster than the shared web hosting plan, since this environment is just meant for WordPress. Now, so what's the difference between the WordPress hosting plan and the managed WordPress hosting plan, which is this? Now the difference is that the hosting environment for this is optimized to make WordPress run a lot faster. The WordPress runs much faster here than it will run on the shared hosting or the WordPress hosting plan. But this plan is also much more expensive than this. Now I normally like to see my rates in US dollars. So if you're seeing your rate in another currency, depending on your IP and where you're visiting from, you can always change the currency to any currency you desire. So I'm going to change mine to USD here, so the rates will appear in USD. So you can see that for the managed WordPress hosting plan is much more expensive than the WordPress hosting or the shared WordPress hosting plan. So you can see this and this costs exactly the same thing, but the managed WordPress hosting is much more expensive. Now, this is going to allow you to receive much more traffic than the shared web hosting and the WordPress hosting can receive. If you know your website is going to have is going to receive every traffic, I'm talking over 50,000 visitors. So if you're going to be getting over 50,000 visitors per month, you want to go for the managed WordPress hosting plan. But if you know your website will be getting less than 50,000 visitors per month, you can go with the WordPress hosting or the shared hosting plan. So the managed WordPress hosting plan comes with some interesting features such as Jetpack, personal, premium, and professional plan, and it supports daily automated backups and so on. You can read about the other features it has. So we're interested in this, so we're going for the WordPress hosting plan because this is affordable and it's good and reliable for hosting simple WordPress sites that are receiving less than 50,000 visitors per month. It's very important to note the difference in the plans. So this will allow you to host just one website. So if you just want to host just a website, you can go for this. The good thing is that you can always upgrade anytime to this. If you want to add another site, you can always upgrade to this and you only have to pay the price difference. That's the good thing about the hosting plan. So you can always upgrade from this to this if your needs increase. Alright, so this will allow you to host just one website. This one will allow you to host unlimited websites. This will give you just 50 gig of storage, and this basically means the total space you're going to get for all your website files. That includes your plugins, your theme files, the images you're going to upload, videos you're going to upload. The total size can only be 50 gig. So that means anything more than 50 gig will not be able to go on this plan. Why this allows you to host unlimited website and gives you unlimited storage, which means there's no limit to the size of files you can upload. Alright, but you should also be careful with that, because if you upload too much files, even though this says unlimited storage, you find out that there's actually a bit of a limit to it. Alright, so the rest of the features are actually the same, and this comes with, the only difference is this comes with free Office 365 for just 30 days, and this comes with the Choice Plus plan, comes with free domain privacy and free automated backup for a period of 1 year. Okay, so for this tutorial, I'm going to go for the basic plan just because I want to walk you through the steps of actually purchasing a plan. So I'm going to actually I'll be buying an hosting plan and registering a domain, so you see the steps to do it. Okay, so if you know you're going to want to host more than one website, I advise going for this or this. But for me, since I just want to buy, just to show you how to buy it, I'm just going to go with the lowest option here. Now, it's worth pointing out that this term you're seeing, the price you're seeing here, applies for the first year. When you are renewing, you're going to renew at the plan year, and you can always reach out to Bluehost to see if they have coupons that can help you discount it when you're renewing. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and select the basic plan. So if you want this, you just have to select here. So I'm going to go ahead and select this. Alright, so here it is. It's showing us the page to register our domain name. So I'm going to go ahead and register live with Sobi, and I want my domain extension to be .com, so I'm going to go ahead and change this to .com. Take note that I did not put the .com here. Instead, I choose the extension here. So that's what you do. You put the domain here itself, the domain itself here, and then you select the extension you want here. This can be .org, .blog, .online, .co.uk, .uh, or .com. Now, once you're done, you want to click next, and then Bluehost is going to look up that domain and let you know if it's available. Alright, so if it's available, it's going to say the domain live with sobi.com or whatever it is you imputed is available. If it's not available, that will mean that that domain already exists. Someone has already registered it, and two people cannot own the same domain. So it's going to tell you it's not available and you have to try something else. Alright, so this is available, so I'm going to go ahead and fill in my information. Now you can quickly sign up using Google, but I want to fill this information manually, basically just to show you the steps. So I'm not going to use my information because I already have an account with Bluehost, and since I already have an account, that means I will not be able to sign up with my email again. So I'm going to use my partner's information just so I can show you the steps. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in the information, and I'm going to change my country. So you can skip this is optional. The optional fields can be skipped, and I'm going to go ahead and fill in the address, city, postal code, phone number, and I'm going to change the email since I already have an account with this email on Bluehost. I'm going to use verofran31@gmail.com, and it's going to show you the plan here. And what you have to take note is that depending on the term you select, the monthly price is going to either decrease or increase. If you're going for the 12-month plan, which is the yearly plan, you have to pay $5.95 per month. And if you're going for the basic plan, which is the 36-month plan, which is the 3 years plan, you're going to pay $3.95 per month. So if you have some money to spare, you can actually go for this. So you save money. If you're just looking for a year plan, you can go for this. Okay, so since I'm not really using this for anything, since this is just to show you how to do this, I'm just going to go ahead and go for the 12 months plan. Let me see the price difference for this. The total is 155. For this, the total is 225. Oh, that's a lot. So I'm just going to go for this since I just want to show you. Alright. Okay, I'm going to walk you through some things here. This says domain privacy, and you can see that this is adding some extra money for us. So domain privacy, what it does is, let me quickly show you. Someone can use a tool called Whois tool to look up a domain information. For instance, my domain is sondukafia.com. If you go in and then you enter sondukafia.com and you look it up, what it's going to do is it's going to show you the information of the person who registered the domain. So you're going to be able to see the information we filled there. You're going to be able to see the name, the city, the state, country, phone number, and email. Now you cannot see this for this particular domain because I sign up for the domain privacy protection. Okay, so when you sign up for domain privacy protection, if someone looks up your domain name, they are not going to see your personal information. But honestly, just a few people who know how to do this, and if you want people to be able to see your information and contact you, you can leave that. You don't need to pay for the privacy. Okay, so if you untick this, alright, so in most cases I untick this. It's once in a while when I feel like I want to hide that information, I go ahead and use this. Alright, so for this I don't want to pay some extra bucks, so I'm just going to untick this since I don't need this. When you untick, it's going to ask you if you really want to turn it off or if you want to keep it. We want to turn it off, so go ahead and turn it off if you don't want to pay extra. Most people really don't know about Whois tool anyway. Alright, so for this is saying CodeGuard Basic, which is just a security feature from Bluehost. You may not really need it. You can always install, since you're building a WordPress site, you can always install WordPress security plugins to secure your site. So if you can afford to pay extra bucks, you can go ahead and keep this checked. If you can, go ahead and untick it. You don't really need this. I'm just going to go ahead and uncheck this, and Here it says Microsoft 365 mailbox. I'm going to uncheck this because we don't need this. Later in a subsequent tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can create free professional email, free business emails for your domain without having to pay extra. So I'm going to go ahead and uncheck this, and you find the link to that tutorial in this video description. Alright, so you've seen here we've saved 40%, and remember that I used my link sondocafe.com/Bluehost. Like I said, it's going to apply the latest promotions on Bluehost to your card. Alright, so the total you are going to pay is $71.40. Alright, so we can always review our information to ensure it's correct. So you can review. This is the 12-month plan. You can see the hosting price. Domain is free, so when you register for a plan, Bluehost gives you free, allows you to register a domain for free. Okay, so we've unchecked all this because Bluehost is basically upselling to us, trying to get more bucks from us. So we've unchecked that. The next thing we want to do is to go ahead and enter our card information, and I'm actually going to enter my card information because I want you to see the complete steps to buy a domain and hosting from Bluehost. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and fill in my card information. Okay, and the next thing you want to do is to click I have read and agree to Bluehost auto renewal terms. Alright, so we have to click this, and it says please click here if you do not want to receive emails about our services or product special offers. So if you don't want to be receiving emails from Bluehost about promotions, newsletters and the rest, you want to uncheck this. You want to click this rather, but if you leave this unchecked, they're going to be sending you emails. So I'm just going to take this because I don't want Bluehost to be sending me emails. Okay, so it's worth mentioning that once you sign up, by default auto renewal is going to be enabled, but I believe you should be able to turn that off from your account, or you can contact Bluehost support to turn off auto renewal on your account. Now the implication of auto renewal is that if you're signing up for a 12-month plan or a 36-month plan, after that period your plan is going to be auto renewed and your card is going to be debited. Okay, so once you filled in your card information and you've ticked this, what you want to do is to go ahead and submit. So we just give it a while to load. Great, so that went through. You've seen this as success, and then you've seen that this is our invoice, so the payment was successful. Now for the next step, what we want to do is to create a Bluehost account. Now this has gone through, but we don't have an account, so we have to create an account which we'll be using to log into Bluehost platform so we can manage our domain and hosting. And it's from the Bluehost interface that you can also install WordPress, which I'll be showing you how to do in the next video. But for now, let's go ahead and create your account. Okay, so by default with Bluehost, when you sign up, it normally will want you to use the first domain name you registered. You will always want to use that as your primary domain, which means you'll be using that domain and your password to log in. So I'm just going to go ahead and type in a password, and it has shown us the steps to set the password. It says it wants the password to have special characters, at least number, and so on. So you have to make sure that your password follows this guideline. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use my password generator app. So I'm going to go ahead and copy the password from my password generator app, and then I'm just going to paste it inside. And then you have to take I have read and agreed to Bluehost privacy and terms of service. Once you've done that, you can click on create account, and then you want to give it a while. So here it says your account is in the process of being created. Please wait a few minutes to set your password. Now once you sign up for a domain immediately and then you try to create an account immediately, you may see this. So if you see that, all you have to do is just to wait for a few minutes and your account is going to be created. Okay, so while we wait for our account to be set up, I'm just going to go ahead to my email inbox and show you some important emails from Bluehost. So once you sign up for an account like we have, you're going to receive 2 emails from Bluehost. So you're going to see this says welcome to Bluehost, and then it shows you your domain name, and then this says who is verification for the domain you've registered. Now this is very important. You want to go ahead and click and open that email and verify your email. If you don't verify your email for this domain name, for the domain name you registered, your domain registration could be cancelled. So because every domain is required to have a valid email. So what you want to do is go ahead, open the email and click on verify your email. Awesome, so our email has been verified. Now the second email is just an email welcoming you to Bluehost, and then it's going to show you your plan information. So it's going to show you the plans that you choose. So you can see here, this is the plan we choose. This is the cost of domain registration on Bluehost, but this is free. You can see we were not charged for that. Okay, so that's it. All right, so let's go back, and by now our account should have been created. So let's go ahead and click create an account, create account again, and our account is now good to go. So the next step, you want to go ahead and go to login. So you can log in with either your email or the domain name you registered. So I'm just going to leave the domain, and I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste my password and click on login. So the next step, this is going to take us to the Bluehost dashboard, where we'll be able to manage our domain name and hosting. And it's from the Bluehost dashboard that you can do things like, installing WordPress or whatever CMS you wish to use. So that's it. We've successfully registered a domain name and purchased a web hosting plan on Bluehost. In my next video, I'll be showing you how you can install WordPress and create a website on Bluehost. So go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, click the bell icon so you'll be notified when I upload the next video. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.